Greetings YouTubers, Compler here again with another short video, this time comparing two 380 ACP autoloaders. One is the Sig P238 in the titanium rainbow finish, don't you be calling me gay, and the Ruger LCP. This genre of small defensive carry 380 guns have become extremely popular, especially because they're suitable for the ladies who like a gun that they can operate the functions on more smoothly and easily, and the felt recoil is significantly less with a 380 than it is with even a 9mm. I'm not a great fan of the 380 cartridge. I've always felt that classically, if you're interested in stopping power, 9mm and up is your best choice. However, there have been tremendous improvements with new ammo, and I have found that Hornady critical defense in the 380 ACP cartridge performs very well. I have a cartridge over here I'll show you. It's got the typical Hornady red polymer fill in the hollow point. The thing that's nice about these and why this functions particularly well in the P238, for reasons I'll explain in a minute, is that it's tapered, so it has more of the approximation of a full metal jacket ball ammo that's typically designed for 1911 style weapons. Now, why do I say 1911? It's because the Sig P238 is a marvelous piece of Swiss engineering. It is a miniature 1911 in effect. You can see it's got the takedown pin, just like the 1911 over here, takedown notch, and the controls are the same. On the left side of the gun, you've got the slide lever lock, and you've got the manual safety here. The magazine holds a magazine with 6 rounds. This is single action only, meaning that the gun performs one function only when you pull the trigger, that is to drop the hammer. You can see that right here. Watch the hammer. Okay. Now, so when the hammer's down, I can tell if someone was pointing this at me and the hammer was down, if I knew this was a Sig P238 or any other 1911, it's not going to fire. It's not going to do anything, because the only function of a trigger on a 1911 is to drop the hammer. You can manually cock the hammer on this also, but otherwise you have to rack that first cartridge. The nice thing is that we put the safety on, manual safety on here. You can carry this cocked and locked, condition 1, chamber in the round, safety on, just like any other 1911. The really interesting thing is that even with the safety on and a magazine, again, this one is empty, even with a magazine in and the safety on, you can still withdraw the slide. You can still chamber around, which you ordinarily can't do on a 1911. The only differences between a 1911, a classical 1911 like a Colt, a government model, and this, besides the size, is that there's no bushing, there's no barrel bushing. The barrel link does not swivel. It's fixed actually into the mouth of the into the base of the mouth of the barrel, which makes it actually easier to put this thing back together. So you have to worry about the barrel link moving when you want to put the takedown pin back. The only other difference here is it does have a nice beaver tail, but the only other difference is you'll notice there's no backstrap safety, nothing to depress. The magazine release is just where you'd expect to find a 1911 magazine release. All right, just to give you some specs on the Sig. Oh, the other thing is that really what's beautiful about this gun, that you'll notice it has these Sig night sights. And let me see if I can get it here for you. You know, I'll get this camera technique down one of these days. There we go. You've got these fantastic Sig night sights, 3-dot system. You're just not going to find that on any other 380 out there. And I'll show you that when I compare it to the LCP. Let me just close the slide here. I'll take the LCP, close the slide here. It gets to give you some other minor details. You're looking on the Sig with an overall trigger pull of about, again, single action only 8 pounds, overall length 5.5 inches, overall height 3.9, overall width 1.1, and a weight of 15.2 ounces. When you compare this to the LCP, you can see as I hold them up next to each other, the LCP is a little slimmer, just a titch slimmer. The barrel, you know, for all intents and purposes, the barrels are the same length. The grip on the on the Sig is fractionally longer than on the LCP, not by much. Both magazines for the LCP as well as the Sig are single stack, and you can put 6 rounds in each of them, and of course you can carry 1 round in the chamber for a total of 7. All right, I hope you've enjoyed the comparison. This is a fantastic gun. The MSRP on this thing is about $752. You can get it for about $100 less if you shop around. A lot of the auction sites are selling it for that. If you can ever find it for under $600, just go for it. It's a great gun, extremely reliable, very well made. Fit and finish is excellent. And again, I love this. I love this titanium finish. All right, guys. Take care, and thanks for watching.